In this tutorial, we'll look at the assignment index page. This is where all the assignments in the course that are given a grade are indexed or placed, and they can be placed in groups as well as being given weighted categories for weighting grades. And so let's take a look at it and see how you might have a role in this as a substitute. So over here on the left, you can see the word assignments, and that takes us to the assignments index page. Now, teachers may choose to put their grades into categories or groups, and that will often sync with their external gradebook, or they might choose not to. As well, they might take it a step further and actually weight those categories with percentages. So here you can see in my class that I do have weighted grades, and so you can see the total percentage right here, 30% and 70% for these. As well, I have several categories that have 0%. Now these down here where it says imported assignments, anytime a teacher copies an assignment from one course to the next, it automatically puts it in the imported assignments. And like myself, they might forget that they need to drag it up so that it goes into that appropriate graded category. So I imagine my students are wondering why these last few assignments are graded at 0% because I forgot. But down here, I have another one that says non-graded tasks, and that's 0%. Those, for me, might be things that I want them to do, but I don't want it to affect their grade. For example, learning how to use Canvas or setting up an account with a different website. Any one of these groups can be reordered. And the interesting thing is that whatever order you have them in here, when you go to create an assignment, the drop down will actually be in this order. And so the one that I use the most often, I keep at the top. Now, coming over here to the upper right, you can see that you can create an assignment through here, and just click there and it takes you straight into an assignment. I'm going to actually cancel that because we don't want to create one right now. As well, you can create additional groups just by clicking there, and you can even set what percentage of the grade it would be. Now, it does not prevent you from going over 100%. You can go 200%, 500%, and so that you have to manually calculate that to make sure that they are equaling up to 100%. Finally, over here, the little three-dot menu, you can see that this is how, by clicking here, this is going to allow you to weight the grades entirely. Mine are already set up, but if not, it would show this checkbox, and then you can then choose as well. And this part is something that you might need to do. For example, if a teacher has already set up a number of assignments into the future, but then they want to, and with due dates and everything, but then you're going to sub for 2, 3, 4 days, and those due dates need to be pushed back, they might ask you to come and actually adjust those dates. One way would be to go individually into those assignments and adjust them, but you could also just click edit assignment dates right here, and this pulls up an index type page that brings up all the assignments and allows you to adjust the dates right here. This is extremely helpful and quick to do, and that gives you the due date, and each one of these will pull up a calendar that you can choose a date. And then it has the available from and the available until dates. Now these are tricky because you can mess things up if you mess with these too much and not if you don't really understand what they're doing. Basically, the available from and to is preventing a student from viewing that assignment, and so it'll actually give a message that this assignment will be available after Tuesday, September 15th, or if it's already gone past the available until, then it will say it's no longer available. For me personally, I don't tend to set these unless it's an assignment that I don't want the students to actually get into until we're using it. What I tend to do though is I just wait to publish it until that day. And I almost never set the until because I want my students to be able to make revisions, come back and make up missing work, and use it for review all the way up into the end of the term. But all that being said, if you were to need to change the due dates based off of your role as a substitute, this is where you would do that. I'm going to hit cancel here. And then on the right of the of each of the modules, you have that same column 3-dot menu, and then you can delete, add, move the group, all the different things. You can even move all the contents of the group into a different run by choosing that group and then hit move, and it will transfer all these all at once. Okay. Notice also that what I had said in a previous video, which is that assignments are not only assignments, the course type. So these are assignments, but this is actually using the quiz tool, or more specifically the new quiz tool. But because it's an assignment, because it's something that is being assigned, it is indexed here. As well, I don't have any discussion posts on this index page with this class, but there might be discussion posts that are graded as assignments. So this is the assignment index page, and you might need to use it as a substitute. Thank you.